Hey, what's up, YouTube fans? My name is Crimson Phoenix. I am your host for today. Welcome to a new exciting Let's Play of Star Trek Online. And today we are in a new vessel that we just recently got in, the Excelsior Lakota refit. And I named this thing after the USS Atlantis. Now, the Atlantis have been seen in in some of the original Star Trek. I believe the original it says it was seen. Though I couldn't find which Star Trek show it was seen. More likely, the Atlantis was probably seen in like either Deep Space Nine or in the Next Generation, one of those two. But I even got in the original NCC. If you can see here, 72007 is what's supposed to be. But since everything below 91,000, or 9100, I'm sorry, you can't really do anything below that, I added the extra zero in there. So that way it's close to the original Atlantis as it could possibly get. So right now, here we are. We have the Atlantis, and we are here in the Nopada system. This is to our next episode here, which is going to be in Coliseum. So let's go ahead and enter in the Nopada system. I like how I find that odd because with the music that's got in here, it's acting as if we're in a fight, but it's like there's no enemies out here. Well, it says there's an enemy right here, the satellite, but you're gonna see what's gonna happen here. So right now, we got these derelict ships that's pretty much all around here. Different classes, looks like Klingon, raiders of different sorts. What was it? Sanfra's fellowships. Freeman ship was hit by the beam and might crash at the planet surface in Gaia drift or Gaia drift somewhere else in the system. Silencer, if the Riemann crew detected them as well, they could have tried to use it to record stressing. You need to get closer. Okay. Yeah, well, this is what's gonna happen. Oh. We're being held. We're stuck. This beam is holding us like a fly in a spider's web. We managed to keep life support and environmentals. Everything else on flying shields, weapons, engines, nothing works. Not taking any life signs of the satellite, sir, but there is a compartment with life support. Chief says we have enough power in the backups. One transport, recommend we send a team. Yeah, let's go ahead and beam over. We'll bring in the usual crowd, shall we? And gotta, of course, wait for it to load in. I hate how sometimes with the loading, sometimes this instance, other times it takes a little bit before it loads up. It's funny on that because I have the download on demand turned off, so technically I should not be experiencing too much of a long load. But of course, sometimes you can't really avoid the long load time. So I actually know what I played this mission quite a bit, so it's real easy to do. You beam in here, and you gotta go to this little console that's right over here. You access the cargo bay console. Unlike the others, yeah, because if you go to these consoles here in these circles, they're gonna be locked. So you use this as a back door. But in order to do this, we gotta solve equations locking the process. You wanna know what those equations are? Math problems. And believe it or not, I'm actually, in order to get the right one, it's pretty much simple. You just follow the you just keep on going through here until these things turn green. Once they turn green, then when you match them, when you get the right numbers. Which one is it? Is it the 7? No, or is it the 6? Oh, I did the 6 earlier. Yeah, once you get those done, these numbers that we unlock here are the actual codes as to what we use in here. So we get that. Now, in order to do this right, in order to do this, we have to do this in a certain order. So here's how the order goes. First order, you gotta go to the targeting the targeting system, which is right over here. So you enter in the code, and then you have to access the targeting system over here. So here's what you do. You go with long range scan, expand the scan range to 1,000 kilometers. New object detected, derelict hold. You open the system. You open the system identification program. You reclassify derelict hold as active, and then you access the targeting control and designate the derelict hold as the primary target. So that weakens the satellite's hold that's on the Atlantis. So now, next thing we gotta go is the power system, which the power system's right here. You put the code in 6317, and then you go to the bigger console. And then here's what you do: you update the power save to economical, and then set the power, and then you restore the everything to factory defaults. So that turns that thing off. Now the last thing you gotta do: go to this console, the operations console, 4400. Put the code in. Then you come to the console over here. And then, let's see, change operational state, and then pretty much you turn the station off. Simple, right? Seems simple enough, so let's get back to the ship. I don't really foresee too much problems here. Opada Arena. Uh-oh. It's just you here. Where is it? 1478. Hey, another 47 reference. You'll find people that there are lots and lots of 47 references in here. Funny thing is actually that 47 first, I believe, came from let's see, it originally started out in Voyager, and then some parts it was in some parts of the I'm sorry. Trying to focus on this here. It was in some parts of Deep Space Nine, but yeah. So okay, we go here. We gotta pick up. If you want to, you can actually pick up like all the weapons. Which what we get is like a Klingon Batlith, which apparently is worn down, a worn down Vulcan Lurpa, or worn down Tunkask Flasher, which let me go and show you all everything here. It's the Fletcher. Is the Vulcan Lurpa, which the Lurpa, if people recognize, is the Vulcan weapon that is seen. I believe it was seen in Enterprise, but I know it is seen in the original series. Then, of course, everybody's favorite, Klingon Batleth. So yeah, those are your melee weapons. Me, however, I'm not gonna be that one person. Now, I would use an energy weapon. However, as you may see, yeah, all energy weapons, yeah, they're pretty much disabled. But, however, I did go ahead and spend in some Lubite crystals and gotten us this little weapon. This, ladies and gentlemen, here is the Tholian crystalline sword. This thing, let me go ahead and do this. This thing, the crystalline sword, is probably, in my opinion, one of the most dangerous melee weapons in Star Trek Online. The reason why this thing is so dangerous, not because of some of its usual stats. I mean, it is a weapon that pretty much levels up with you, and does have some good it does have some good physical damages and everything. But here's the thing about the crystalline sword. The crystalline sword has this blade can only actively absorb incoming energy weapon fire while the wielder is executing a combo move. So what this thing does, it actually absorbs energy from different weapons, and when it does, this thing actually glows into a Star Trek version of a lightsaber, as it were. And depending on the color of the depending on the energy weapon, depends on what color this blade glows. So if we were being fired upon by, let's say, a Tetrion weapon, then that thing will go blue. If it was an anti-proton weapon, it would glow red. Unfortunately, when it comes to mixed energy types like plasma disruptor or phase polaron, granted, phase polaron and plasma disruptor does have a little bit of a color change. Some of the other mixed weapons, like corrosive plasma and the Undine anti-proton weapons, have different colors with them. Unfortunately, though, it really doesn't matter. The base energy weapon, the base energy type, whatever it is, whatever the base energy type is, that's the color that the blade's going to glow. So, if the main primary is phaser or disruptor, if it's phaser, it's going to be kind of an orange yellow kind of like color. If it's disruptor, it's going to be dark green, kind of like Luke Skywalker's lightsaber from Episode 6. This thing is actually quite good, and I'm actually glad I picked this thing up. Because in this weapon, no matter what, if you have in this mission here, if you get your own melee weapon and you have it in your inventory, you can use that. You don't have to use the worn down weapons. And I hope people recognizes the music that's in here. If you do not recognize this music, though, I will be really surprised. And hey, YouTube, don't. I know you guys are mainly loving your bots and everything, but hey, this is actually in the game.
Remain in the area for interrogation. Prisoner, return to holding area. Failure to comply will result in punishment.
Yeah, let's go ahead and move on here. But yeah, if you just recognize the music that was just playing just a second ago, that was actually from the original series. I that person actually private messaged me just not more than a little bit ago. Hey, Islamic, we actually met him from the planet of galactic peace.
Leave me alone.
Mission just ended the same way, just to them.
It is too bright here.
Yeah, I don't know why he says that. I mean, it's really not that bright here. I have no idea. Interesting color he's got there, so. Yeah, what it won't
I
with
tire
us.
of this life. I have lost everything.
Can I trust you? Yes, of course. Now you can see that we think the same way, friend. A few years ago, I worked as for a Ferengi merchant. He had talent for acquiring latinum. During my time with him, I learned a few things. I was able to lift a key card from one of the trainers during my interrogation. If you help me, I think we can overpower the guards and escape through the main door in the arena. Let's get out of here then. Here's the thing though, what guards? I have not seen any guards in this as of yet.
Oh. If you fail to comply with commands, you will be punished.
Alright, so we may come back and see about that thing over there, but yeah, let's go ahead and move on over here. And pretty much be prepared to bring out a sword. Oh boy.
Test scenario 4 activated. A Hala release.
You know, something else that I forgot here. They slightly messed up on this mission when they added, because originally that one little monkey creature that we had the pleasure of fighting earlier was not originally in this mission. Originally at phase 3, you had to go up against the alien lions is the best way to put it. I forgot the name of the actual animal, but pretty much at phase 3 you had to. Man, I want to put the music up a little bit. Putting the music up so we can hear it better, because that music is just so freaking awesome. But I forgot the name of the animal, but it was a sort of like a lion creature, and there was just a few of them they had to fight against. And I don't remember which update it was, but during an update they changed it to that Mugato. That was the creature, that monkey creature, the Mugato. So, okay, so we got that thing dead. Actually, it's not exactly dead, it's pretty much just injured. I like, though, that they brought this music back, because this music here that they used for the Coliseum, yeah, for those who have watched the original series or know, you know, a lot of it, you should definitely recognize this, because this was used this music was used in an original series episode where Kirk where the Enterprise were sent to find a Federation starship, and the captain pretty much, was, of course, like some in the original series, broke the Prime Directive, and in the culture that he was in, it was pretty much, he pretty much made it of, well, if Rome did not fall. Pretty much, it was like, hey, here's Rome in a sort of pre-warp-ish era. And when I mean pre-warp-ish, I mean pretty much think, what if Rome was modern day in today's date, and pretty much, Coliseum battles they continued on, and anybody that was caught doing a crime of any sorts against Caesar or whoever the Roman emperor is at that time, would have been sent to the Coliseum. And during that time, oh damn, the music ended. Just gonna make our way this way then. And during that time, Kirk, Spock, and McCoy had found the captain of the Federation vessel that crashed on the planet that Kirk's friend, I guess it was, had pretty much alienated their culture. Ooh, that's interesting. And Spock and McCoy had to fight in the arena, and so while fighting the arena, anytime fighting was going on, that music that was playing while we were fighting would play during that. Let's go ahead and take a look at these things here. So this is actually quite interesting here. Okay. Let's see. Let's look at personal log. My associates have understand the anger of the remnants tend to rise above their station. They're mindlessly. Terrence was able to control them after Starfleet captured her. The surviving remnants developed delusions of self-worth. This troublemaker who calls himself Obsec, was he to tell them they can be free? Does a beast of burden have the right to choose her? Okay. Yeah, so here is evidence more that the Iconians, which is the demons of air and darkness, as Obsec has been calling them, this is just more evidence that they are. This is just a little bit more evidence that the Iconians are in here, and this, my friends, for those who may not realize it, this is an advanced version of an Iconian gateway. I mean, you can already see Access Gateway Console. Let's see what we can do anything. Access Communications Log. Access most recent communications. Access patients where it's in Archive. No idea who sent that message. The Access Transport Log. Base Delta, IRW, Laval, Brea 3, Dara 4, Havan listening post Gamma. And let's go, Access Gateway Controls, biometric signature mismatch, access denied, gateway shut down 10 seconds. Okay, so we can't really access that thing. What a shame. Let's go ahead and switch out weapons here. Oh yeah, I did get some weapons in for Kona.
It is too bright here.
It's nighttime. How is this so bright in here? So I'm kind of noticing, you know, the time here. I'm trying to make my Let's Plays at least like. I'm sure people may know this. I'm trying to keep my Let's Plays in like 30 minutes long. Mainly because, but sometimes it's just a little bit difficult because let's face it, these missions here. I'm actually going to turn down the music. But these missions that we go through in here, they really take a long time. Now, I'm not really much complaining about the length of time that these missions can take. However, I do know that, you know, I do know that some people may not want to go through a 30-minute video for so long, but you know, hopefully, although I do always hope that I do get you know quite a bit of viewers and quite a bit of people that may you know want to see all these videos here.
I tire of this life.
Let's go to this. So let's continue on trying to see about getting that meds. We're just scanning everything here. If anybody wants to read through all that, you know, they could definitely, you know, do so, because this is a lot of information to go through. For a moment there, I thought someone was knocking on my door. Okay, I think. Okay. So yeah, for those little herbaceous plant samples, I mean, you can get them anywhere between here or there, and then you just come over here and get one of the seed pods. I like how. God. I just want to take a look here. He's not. Yeah, let's just go ahead and put him on ignore. So let's face it. Anybody because okay, and if for those who are probably wondering, you know, why I did that before I even began, starting to record this, I had gotten the private message saying, "Hey, come to this site and you know pay us such and such money, and we'll give you free energy credits." Like, hello, it is very easy to get energy credits in this game. Like, very, very easy. But yeah, let me actually go ahead and show y'all that little message here. Right there. Big sale. Please go to this website. 1523 100 million EC. Yeah, guess what? You know what that also does? That gets me a virus.
It is too bright.
I highly bet you. I'm gonna say, you know, if for anybody who tries to pull up that website, do not pull that website up, because here's what's gonna happen. pull up that website, that person's going to instantly get all the information about you. If not about you, at least of your computer, your IP, your password, your still information, and everything. And if you're somebody like me who has had this game since the beginning, as well as a lifetime subscription since the beginning, then yeah, you really don't want to lose all that. Sailot, there we go. Sailot Cap is what Phase 3 would have been. Yeah, something else I just remembered that I want to go ahead and show everybody while we're out here. So, something I'm not too sure if anybody really has ever messed with. If you look here on the options in basics, you have this little thing here called color palette. Palette. This actually changes the default color looks of your of the UI. So right now we're on the default, which is the normal Federation. However, we also have other selections like Federation Classic, which is a little bit darker, but if you recognize the darker in tone, it is from the TMP, the motion picture Federation colors color scheme. There's also TNG, which looks a little bit more like the next generation UI outlook. Then there's Voyager, which is any ship from anything past CNG. You can also do some stuff from like the enemy side, which is you can do a Gorn look if you wanted to. Klingon, here's pretty much a Klingon look. This is pretty much the normal Klingon look if you're playing as KDF. You also got the classic Klingon, which is the dark red. I really like that dark red. Then of course a Orion look of your UI, a Riemann look in your UI. Now here's the Romulan look, which is kind of similar to Riemann a little bit. This is the normal Romulan look if you were playing as a Romulan Republic character. And then of course, a darker Romulan Classic color. So we got all that. I personally love the Classic Federation look. I don't know, to me it just looks a lot better than most. The funny thing is, though, if I really think about it, the blue, if people notice about the UI or the LCARs, I should say, I'm sorry, if anybody's really paid attention to the LCARs in the current STO, the LCARs are actually very similar in color diameters to the motion picture version of the LCARs for the Federation vessels. To me, they seem a little bit similar, but
I have lost
could be
every.
a little bit wrong there. Okay, so here is where, if we had more than one class, this is where everything would be this is where another thing where we can get like four accolades if we had people in here. So I may later on, I think, come back through here with a couple of friends. Maybe I'll bring Tom in from Doom Sergeant Labs and some other people from either Armstrong Security or from New Republic Navy. We'll see. It really depends on who's willing to do it. But I may go back in here and try to show everybody all the three accolades that you can get through these missions. Because through this mission, and the two other, and at least the one where, and at least the previous one. No, actually, not the previous one. Let me actually go back here and show you. So, I think through Vault we can get 4, at least 3 I know of. Mine Enemy we can get up to 4, I believe. And Frozen, like 3 or 4, and then Coliseum 3 or 4, and as well as Cutting the Cord. Darkness Before Dawn, it's not really a mission, but it's in there. But yeah, I'll go ahead and let you know this from right here. It's pretty much almost a lot of running, but luckily we don't have that much far left to go. We're actually just about to reach the end of the mission here. Temperature dropping down rapidly. This cave should protect us from the elements. I've done some exploring. It looks like this cave continues through the other side of the mountain. When the sun rises, we could save time and energy by using the passage instead of trying to... Yeah, something seems very convenient. Excellent. That passage will save us hours of walking. Be a good day, Slamek. Let's find your ship. Yeah, me on the other hand, I have a very bad feeling about this. So, I'm gonna go around with my pistol. Yeah, here's a little pistol. I don't like the compression pistol model very much on the for phasers, because to me it just feels like the model of the pistol is just way too big, almost for the character. Maybe it's just maybe Kona. I don't know. Maybe Kona is just might be a little bit short, and his hands may be a little bit small, but who knows? And if that was Slamek's vessel, yeah, I'm not paying to repair that shit. I do apologize to y'all if I may sound a little bit tired or anything through this, or maybe talking a little bit quiet. The reason why is because it is actually very... I just looked at the time. It's 3. So yeah, I am recording this late at night because I've been needing to... I've really been needing to get another Let's Play video out. I've been doing a lot of... yeah. Let's go ahead. That's weird. There's usually something here. So I've been doing a lot of live streaming, so that's kind of a new series, I guess, that I decided on doing, which is what I call my Let's Play Live series, which basically is when I'm live streaming a game. I also have my XCOM adventures, which I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have probably seen. Recently, my XCOM adventures has not been doing that well. I've had to do stuff on and off stream, but yeah, the XCOM adventures. XCOM is a very difficult game. But for my Let's Play Live series, I've been doing whole different sorts of games. Right now I'm just about done, almost done with Super Mario RPG, and then after I'm done with Super Mario RPG, I got no idea what other game I'll probably do. But oh, well, that's certainly interesting. Hello, Hakeev.
Did you think you could run from me?
Oh, yes, I did.
There is no place where I cannot find you. My spies are everywhere.
I know.
Prisoner 1478, take your place. You did your job admirably. It is good to know at least one Riemann understands who is the master and who is the slave. The loss of the listening post was a minor setback.
I love some of the emo.
The Reman's refuge in the
emo
Dara system has
here.
been destroyed. Dozens of subjects have been tested in my arena. When the Iconians return, they will find I have done all they have asked, and more.
Oh, really?
But you will not be there on that dreaded day. This tiresome game ends now. You could have been such a fascinating test subject, but this time, no. This time I think a more direct approach is best. Ready? Aim. No!
I wish the sound effect for the transport was a little bit louder. In my opinion on that scene, though, I'm gonna go ahead and say this now. I think in that scene, that feels like the opposite of what happened to Kirk on and
I apologize for Slamic's action.
Star Trek 6.
I had no idea there was a traitor in our midst. If his actions caused harm to you or your crew, forgive me. That was not my intent. However, your trip to the Nopata system was not in vain. Now you see. Now you know. Hakiv is a pawn of a greater power. The demons of air and darkness are here. You should report to your superiors. Tell them what you have seen here. Open their eyes to the dangers that lurk in the shadows.
And that's going to be in the next Let's Play here. And we made
Starfleet Intelligence has completed its analysis of the data you recovered in the Nopata system. There is a 67.47% chance that the Iconians are using the Tal Shiar as a way to influence the Romulan Star Empire, and that their persecution of the Remans is directly related to this. Command is considering lending assistance to Obasek and his forces. But before we come into direct conflict with the Romulans, we want to try a more discreet approach. The data indicates that Hakiv is operating out of the Brea system. Long-range sensor scans indicate that there may be a major Tal Shiar installation there. We want you to infiltrate this system, apprehend Hakiv, and destroy the Tal Shiar's base. Hakiv must not escape. He may be the only person who knows how extensive the Iconian influence in Romulan space is.
And that is definitely going to be in the next Let's Play. In the next Let's Play part, where we get to cutting the cord. So cutting the cord, we are going to have some space fighting in there, which is good because then we can really see how the Atlantis handles in space combat. Right now, though, this but I will say here that that last scene for Coliseum reminds me a little bit of Star Trek 6, except in the way that Kirk wanted to learn everything about the Klingons' plans instead of, well, getting beamed up right when that one Klingon warden was about to give out everything. Anyway, though, Brea system really was not that far. I mean, if you look, here's Brea. Nopata was right here, so yeah, it really wasn't that far. So in the next Let's Play series, if y'all look out, we're going to be entering Brea 3, where we will be going up against the Tal Shiar and try and apprehend Hakiv. So keep an eye open. And yeah, and I'm probably gonna try and get that next Let's Play video on this weekend. If not this weekend, probably next week. But we'll see. In any case, as well, follow me on Twitter, and y'all will definitely be in the know as to when I submit in another Let's Play video, or if I'm gonna do a live stream. My next live stream, though, may be back in Super Mario RPG. If not Super Mario RPG, I am going to try and do some live streaming on my main character, but I'm not going to do any of the missions. Because I want to do all these missions on Kona, and until I get to like well, some other missions, but yeah, I kind of want to until I reach level 60 on Kono. I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna do everything on him. Maybe once I reach level 60, I may switch over to my main character, or heck, I may even switch over to other characters while in my Let's Play series, and show y'all how each character is different. Who knows? We'll find out. But definitely, if I do a live stream in Star Trek Online, I'm mostly going to be doing Special Task Force missions. So hey, if y'all would like to see me do Special Task Force missions from ground and space, definitely look out for if I do a live stream in Star Trek Online. Otherwise, next live stream, if not in XCOM, is most definitely going to be in Super Mario RPG. But we'll find out then. Anyways, I do appreciate y'all coming in and watching this. Please leave a like and subscribe, and leave a comment if you'd like to see more. If you have any questions for me, about anything I may consider about doing another Let's Play in or anything, definitely leave a comment. If anybody has any sort of questions for me, feel free to ask any sort of question. Anyway, I am your host, Crimson Phoenix. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful night and a wonderful week.